Hey, it's Vinny 10 at Vinny 10 Racing, and here is our shop's, John's, the Greco family's Subaru STi 05. And obviously, if anybody knows us, we know that we have a strong personal feeling towards this car for many reasons. And so we've decided to undertake this project. And most people, I think, are not building their own stuff, and they're getting this from over there and getting that from over there. This car represents what we decided to do, was build a Subaru and see what we can make from it. So this is the culmination of about 6 months of R&D and probably a year's worth of work to come up with the right products and parts to put it all together. So a brief explanation of the car: it's a 2.5 liter motor. It's got injector dynamic rails. It's got South Bay fuel injectors. It's got a Cosworth crank, Carrillo rods, CP pistons, Cosworth manifold, ACL bearings. It's got a Garrett GTX35. It's got a nice front mount intercooler. The heads have been ported and polished. Big valves from Ferrera, 1mm oversized. And that's about it. That's about the whole engine package right there. And we felt that we made our own header as well and our own up pipe, and we felt that this was the combination that was going to give us some horsepower. So this is our project, I guess, our piece that we're putting out there for the public consumption. These are available. I want to give a lot of thanks to Jimmy from the shop and JR for motivating me, vicariously. I've been watching them do so well with their projects that it's really motivating us to do, equally as well. Jimmy's out of Connecticut, does a great job. Junior Tunes all over is doing a great job with the PLS car. Just good guys, and I really respect them a lot for doing what they do. And, hopefully now New York has a little representation, specifically Long Island. So we're going to make a pulp. We're going to see what it does. We run the car between 35 and 37 pounds of boost. We're not putting it on kill in any way, shape, or form. And we're going to see what kind of horsepower numbers we got. So Stevie's our driver today. He's also helped immensely on this project, along with Noel. And we just putting it all together. These guys spent a lot of hours after work making this car, and you can see, this car's not stripped down at all. It's got AC, power steering, all the amenities are still on the car. The car's a full interior car. So this is something you can drive every day in the street. We're going to make this pull on race fuel. We've already done pump gas. Pump gas nets us between 580 and about 580 horsepower on a pretty safe tune, about 24 pounds of boost. Today, obviously, race fuel, to step it up a little bit more, we're going to be at about 35, 36, maybe even 37 for a second. We are having a little bit of wastegate issues right at the very end. It's starting to drop off boost, but that's okay. I think the point came across quite well. So we're going to start it. Stevie, fire in the hole. Okay, so as you can see, the car idles nice. It sounds nice. It's not got an aggressive lumpy idle. Idling about 12.7, 13.1. So a real nice car, certainly very, very streetable. This is our Stage 2 package. It is for sale. And we just want to make sure that this is one of the best products on Long Island and in New York. One of the nice things about this is that it looks stock. It's not all molested looking inside. And that's really what we pride ourselves. As you can see, the outside of the car looks bone stock, and that's really what we like. So we're going to make this pull. Stevie, you ready? I'm ready. So as you can see, after the pull, the car idles beautifully. Fans come on automatically. Looking at some really nice horsepower, 755, 619 foot-pounds of torque, 37 pounds of boost, a little bit more than what we wanted to run. It does taper off at the back, and really a nice car. Very nice, very happy. I'm really happy for John, the Greco family. This is dedicated to Savvy, Samantha, who've just been with us for such a long time and had a lot of faith that this car would roll out one day. And we just wanted to represent New York, specifically Long Island. I know there's people that have guys that can build anything. We got Nissans, we can build Nissans. We got Toyotas, we build Toyotas. Subarus, we build Subarus, and been building Subarus for a long time. We've just really kept quiet about it. We have a certain amount of really good customers. Now we're going to open our doors to the entire Subaru community. So you know what? This is our first foray into it. I think we did a pretty good job, and I definitely think it was another knockout. Vinny at Vinny 10 Racing again, and today we're here with Arthur's car. Actually, it's the same day. Earlier you seen our stage 2. This is our stage 1 package. So this engine comes with, you know, board, hone, deck, line hone. It's got, you know, a non-sleeve stock crank motor. It's got curler rod CP pistons as always. It's got a Tomei header with a custom up pipe. It's got a GTX35r turbo in the stock location. It's got a front mount current intercooler, cob access port, you know, some mild porting in the head. And again, you know, this particular car right now is on, what is it, 100 octane. It's on 100 octane fuel right now, and we are going to convert this car over to E85 so that our E85 competitors, we'll see what we can also do on the E85. So actually today we're at a little bit of a disadvantage over the 100 as opposed to the E85, but we're still going to run the 100 on it today, and then the next time you see this car out at the scene will be on E85, right, Arthur? Okay, so it's Arthur's car. Say hello, Arthur. Everybody knows Arthur, you can't miss him. All right, so we're going to fire it up. Steve, you fire it up again. Beautiful curve, beautiful air fuel, good boost, 27 pounds. Like I said, on Arthur's car right now, this is on 100 octane gas. We'll go to E85. We'll probably make it another 30 horsepower from where we are now by adding a few degrees of timing. Awesome job by Cobb. Gives us the ability with this access port to tune these cars and run multiple maps. And again, you know, as you hear the car off the pull, it sounds great, it idles great, there's no issues. The car is a daily driver just like the other car. You know, full boost by, on this particular car, 48. On the stage 2 car, if you notice how fast that came up, that was at full boost at 4,400 RPM. You know, I think both of these cars could use bigger turbos, to be quite honest with you. But, you know, for daily driving and street driving, that 35 just comes on so fast and so quick. We just love it to death. So we really try to run the engines and the programs around the smaller turbo so that you got a lot of street power available to you. But make no mistake, we're thinking about putting some 40s on the car. These are all like T3 or V-band inputs. So, you know, in order to go to a 40 on the stage 2, obviously I got to go to T4. I'm really not interested in doing that. So we're probably going to keep that at T3, 750 on the stage 2, 500 horsepower on the stage 1. You come here to Vinny 10, that's what you expect to get, that kind of power. It's all done in-house, all engine assembly, all porting, all tuning, all done in-house. We don't buy anybody else's motor, we don't fly anybody in to tune, we do it ourselves all here. And I think the net result of that is really good horsepower, consistency, and more importantly, no finger pointing to anybody else. So, like I said, James, Connecticut, and the shop, who, you know James, I love you. You know, I've always been a big fan of yours, so, you know, you really motivated me in the last month to get these 2 cars done. Junior, JR, you know, obviously, you're doing a great job out there with the P&L car. So you guys really motivated me to finish these 2 projects up. I'm glad to join the ranks like you guys, and I hope one day we can all battle out, have fun, and drink some beer afterwards. But in the meantime, we rule Long Island.